Hey everybody, hello, hello. Let me know if you can hear. Oh, I see people in the comments. Hello, hi Lee. Hello, Melissa and Leslie. Well, once again, my computer says you can only go live on YouTube and not Facebook, and I don't know why. So, my goal this weekend is to figure that out. So, I don't know if any of you could pop over to Facebook and just, well, I don't know if the stream is even there. I don't know. I was going to say put a comment in there to tell people to come to YouTube, but I don't know. It's crazy. I don't know what's happening. Hi, Polly. Um, Leslie's asking, are you in the I think Crop and Crate Delivered? Is that what you're asking? Michelle's teaching at the Crop and Crate Delivered for Pink and Maine, which is awesome. Uh, Holly has an owie. Oh, sorry. Anyway, hello everybody. Hello, hello. I am so excited to be here, and I'm excited that it's February release day. I don't know if you guys have had a chance to look at the release yet. Michelle put a video up on our YouTube channel earlier where she walked through the release, and I'm going to do the same thing now live as well. And it's great. It has a lot of plant themed items, and it has some stuff for St. Patrick's Day. So super cute stuff. Just want to give people a second or two to get in here. I'm still using I'm getting used to this new streaming software. Caitlin, of course, is a pro. She's so good at everything. Donna and I are having a little bit of a struggle bus with it, but we're getting there. We're going to get there. It's all good. So, all right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and go to my overhead camera so since you guys are ready to go. Lee says she saw the release and she ordered already. Awesome. Hi, Sarah and Michelle and Krista. Hello, hello, everybody. Sorry if I missed anyone. Um, let's see. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go over to my overhead camera. There we go. So you guys can see that. You can see my hands. You can see all this. Polly already placed her order this morning as well. Sorry, I get a little flustered when the thing isn't working right, when it gives me this message right when I go live that it had to disconnect me from Facebook. And I'm like, what? Why did it do that? I don't know. I don't know. So anyway, let's just let that go, and we're just going to start diving into the products. So I've used a lot of my products, so they don't look perfect in the packaging because they are used already. So I'm sorry about that, but hopefully you guys can see how cute this set is regardless. So this is the set called My Little Love Bug, and it's so cute. I just love these little bugs. There's some baby bugs and maybe some like wedding bugs, different things you can use, and all these cute little flowers as well. There's the messages My Little and Sending, and then Love Bug and Bugs and Kisses. So you can say Sending hugs, Bugs and Kisses, or My Little Love Bug, or however you want to use them. Super cute. And there are dies that match. I don't believe this one has them for the sentiments, but they're pretty easy to cut out if you wanted to just do them in strips. But super, super cute. Thank you, Leslie, for posting on Facebook. I appreciate it. Hopefully by next week I can get that figured out. I'm going to spend some time this weekend trying to figure out why it keeps bumping me from that. All right, so here are all these cute little bugs and flowers that I colored. I haven't put them on cards yet, but I had a fun coloring spree with them. I did make one card. I'll show you that in a second. But I did some blue flowers. I did some pink flowers. And then my little bugs, if you can see, I put a little glitter on their wings, which is super fun and super cute. I gave them pink cheeks because that's what I always do, and put little gel pen dots on their cheeks as well. So cute. Love this set. And here is a card that I made with those little bugs, colored basically the same as those samples, and my pink flowers. And then I did this Hi Friend banner, which we'll talk about the banners in just a second. And then I have some foiling in the background there, which is with the lilac cheer foil. You can see my little cheat sheet on the back here. And then the reverse heart of hearts foilables as well. So that's a card I also use. You can see here I use the Card Cut Essentials 2. That's what I cut these pieces out, which I love the Card Cut Essentials dies because they make elements for your card so quick and easy to do. So that's from a previous release, but it's good stuff. All right, so that is the love bug, my little love bug. Moving right along. The next set is, I didn't realize until I watched Michelle's video this morning, but this one is illustrated by Angie Blom, who is just amazing. I love her art. And this one is called Houseplant. And it's just this great big houseplant. And I just love it because it is so fun to color, to watercolor. You could just heat emboss it and just have it, like metallic. It's stunning like that as well. But these big spaces are just so easy to add watercolor to, which is what I did, and I'll show you in a second. But it has some great messages. It has, "You're a breath of fresh air. You are always on my mind. I am wishing you well. Thank you for always being there for me. I thought of you and smiled today, and thank you." So some really great messages with this set, and just this big, beautiful houseplant. This fits on an A2 card, but you can also, scale it back, cut off parts of it, and make it framed a little smaller if you wanted to. You don't have to use the whole huge thing, which is exactly what I did on this card. So on this one, I did some gold embossing of the flower, not the flower, the plant. And then I used our sparkling Water Gem sparkling watercolors to watercolor in my plant. So hopefully the camera's catching it. There's a little sparkle to my watercoloring there with the blue and the green. So pretty. And then I took one of the messages and gold embossed that as well. "You're always on my mind." And then I just went over that strip with the same blue that I was using in my plants of the sparkling gems, the Water Gems sparkling watercolors, to give it color to match my card. I also did a lot of flicking of my watercolor as well to give speckles on there. And then I used some of the lemon lime confetti sequins as a little embellishment. So that is with the house plant. And then so I made these, all the cards I'm showing pretty much I made for stores. So some of our retailers who carry Pink and Main have my cards in their stores, which is very fun and cool. But I had watercolored a bunch of extras as well. And so I took one and I actually fussy cut it out, which if you were watching Caitlin live the other night when she was playing with us, I mentioned that I cut one out, which is her nightmare because she is not a fan of the fussy cutting. But it was a little tricky to get in these spaces. It's not perfect, but I thought it was fun to do something different. And then I actually went in with some gold glitter on some parts of the leaves to give it extra sparkle along with the water gems. I also did some gold flicking on this one, which I used this Dina Wakley gloss spray and gilt to do my splatters on this one. And then I used the message, "I thought of you and smiled today," which that's using some of our banner dies. So this is a banner die as well. That one I didn't put this is like the extra large banners, I think. And this one is the large sentiment strips. That's what I meant to say, extra large sentiment strips and large sentiment strips. So those are my two cards with the huge houseplant that I think is so fun. All right. You guys still with me? Getting a little quiet over there, so I just want to make sure. Do you guys love the houseplant? All right, next one. This one's so cute. This was actually our stamp of the month as well. So if you wanted to get this at a smoking deal, you can still subscribe to our stamp of the month or our stamp and die of the month, which I highly recommend. It's always a great stamp set every single month. But you are subscribed, and so you're signed up to get some happy mail in your mailbox every day, or not every day. That'd be something, wouldn't it? No, every month. But this is now available separately as well, so you can purchase it without being subscribed. And this one is called Planter Friends. It does have coordinating dies as well. And then these cute little messages that are just in strips, so really easy to cut out. "Hello, friend, sending cheer, and you are in my thoughts." All right, I'm seeing more messages now. Awesome. Oh, yeah, I need that gyro cut that you have, Lee. That's a good point. All right, I see your messages now. "Hi, Brennan. Are you watching from school, my friend?" All right. Well, I love these cute little critters. So many, and I love the mushroom as well. I love, love, love that mushroom, actually. I think it's so cute. And the cute little bees, and there's a little curly Q for the trail of the bee as well. I love the frog. I think that's just so cute. So this is my coloring of these guys. These guys. Sounded very Michigan when I said that. So you can just see all the coloring of the little plants. So fun. I lost a bee, so I only have one of the two bees. I missed him, I think. And then my card, I made a very simple card with this one, but I love it anyway, even though it's simple. It's just that cute little penguin planter. And then I just used our oblong stitched, which one is it? Octagons. And then this embossing folder, which is the branches embossing folder in the background. And then some twine as well. So super cute. I make sure I should just back up for a minute and say that at noon, our design team, as well as some guests, started doing an Instagram hop. So after this live, if you're watching me, next go over to Instagram and scroll through all those cards, because our team made some fabulous cards with this whole release. And you can see them on Instagram. We're going to be sharing them throughout the month because they all made more than what they're sharing today. So really great ideas. And I'm also going to be putting a lot of card samples on our website, which I haven't done yet today, but I'm going to do it after my live as well. So if you want to see more inspiration for all of these sets, it will be available on our website as well. What ink did I stamp the images that I colored, and what did you color them with? I colored with Olo markers, Mona, and I'll tell you, the ones that I'm showing here are actually, Michelle sends me a printout every month that she laser prints. So honestly, that's what this was. These were not actually stamped. They're from the laser prints that she sent me. But when I do stamp and color with my Olo markers, I either use the Pink and Main Asphalt black ink, or I use Hero Arts Intensified Black ink. Those are my two favorites for doing alcohol marker coloring. So I use one of those two. So thank you, Lee. You're sweet. You're so sweet. All right. How many of you are loving our Stamp of the Month incentive set this year? You know, last year we had mugs all year. This year we're doing the cute little mice. And again, I use my stamps, so they're kind of off kilter and hard to see. But this is the February mouse. It's getting us ready for March and St. Patrick's Day. And we have that cute little leprechaun mouse with the rainbow and the pot of gold. There's a couple of 3 shamrocks that you can stamp, a little hat with a shamrock on it. I'm sorry, my stamp set is so hard to see because I didn't even line it up very well. You are the pot of gold at the end of my rainbow. I'm lucky to have a friend like you, and best of luck. And there are dies as well. The dies are separate. I just put them in the same packaging in my craft room here. But of course, it'll be 2 separate stamp sets. Or 2 separate sets, not stamp sets. And I just want to make sure and point out that if you are shopping with us, hold on, I have to try to use my mouse. Where did it go? Here we go. Let me see if this will work. I'm going to put this up, hopefully. There we go. So the February mouse is our free gift with purchase for the next week. This is only until next Friday, but if you shop on the Pink and Main website, you get the stamp set free with a $50 purchase. And if you get up to $75, you get the stamps and the dies for free. So that's exciting and fun, but it's also, you can purchase them separately if you're not in the market to spend that much. But it is a fun incentive, and it's fun to collect all the stamps all year long, and you'll have a cute little year full of themed mice. All right. Let's see. Peggy, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you got out of your corporate-wide meeting, or maybe it ended. All right, so here's my mouse all colored and on a card. And I used 3 of those little shamrocks, the best of luck. I use this rainbow embossing folder, which that's what it's called, rainbow embossing folder. I thought it went really well with it. And this foil that I used is so cute. And this is new this month as well. I'll show the whole foil pack in a bit, but it's called Hearts and Clovers. And I did it with the rainbow starry rainbow foil. And I just thought that was so cute. That sparkle, those starry sparkles on that foil just make me happy with the rainbow colors. And they go so well with the little rainbow on our mouse friend. So this is a little rainbow overload. Hopefully I'll find the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow, right? Okay, our next stamp set. This was part of the Crafty Courtyard this month, but now the stamp set is available separately, and it's so pretty. It's called Plant a Garden. It has little florals and then nice garden-themed messages to go with it. And hi, Connie, I'm glad you made it. Hello, hello. Some great messages. I think I want to make some bookmarks with this. I think that would be really pretty. I haven't had a chance to do it yet, but that is my goal. Hi, Rosie. Let's see. To plant a garden is to believe in tomorrow. Bloom with kindness. No act of kindness is ever wasted. How nice is that? That's such a great message. Don't go through life, grow through life. May all your weeds be wildflowers. And now I'll say on this one, I have only the original, and we found that there was a little typo in this. So when you get this stamp set, there's going to be another stamp kind of in the back of your package to replace this one, because it's supposed to say where flowers bloom, so does hope. And we accidentally put so as hope. Oopsie. So we replaced that. So if you wanted to just, cut that off of this stamp, you could have an extra little floral stamp, but then you'll have the correct one on the back. Unless Michelle has already gotten through the ones that had that, and now there's corrected ones. I don't even know, but just FYI, just something to note. You might have an extra stamp in the back of your package. So, and I love this one, the where flowers bloom, so does hope. I believe that was a quote from Lady Bird Johnson. And I used to live in Texas, and she was just into wildflowers, and she made the highways in Texas beautiful from all the wildflowers that grow. And so I just love that that's one of her quotes on the set. Just a little tidbit that I happen to know about that one. All right, so now these dies, you guys, the next 3 dies I'm going to show you, I squealed when I saw them. So they don't necessarily look like a super lot when you look at it like that, but look what they make. They make little, we have the animal planters. We had the stamp set already, and now we have some dies as well. And I just love the little flowers coming from these and the greenery here with the bear. This one's done in the example as an orange tabby cap. Of course, you could do it grays or whatever color you want. And then the cute little dog, just so cute. And here is my card that I made with this. So you can see the bear all assembled. On this die, these light green spots on the example, they make kind of like indentations. See how the die just has that on there to kind of press into your cardstock? And so that it makes an indentation, but I took glue and just put it in that indentation and added some green glitter, which is our superfine glitter in foliage, to give it some glittery spots on it. In the background here, you can see that there's another planter item, and that is a foilable that I'm going to show you in a few minutes, but it's called probably Planter Friends. Where is it? Fun Plants Foilable Fun Plants Foilables Panels. All right, so really cute. And I just put a little vellum on there to make my bear not get lost in that foiled background, just to let it stand off a little. Yeah, you could definitely, well, Peggy, you can, but you also can't, I guess I should say. I was about to say, of course you can, but you'd have to do some trimming, because you can see here that it makes a base with an outline, and it has the plant that goes with the animal on the base. So you'd kind of have to cut it off and then put it together with the other one. But I bet you could. I should try that, mixing and matching. Maybe I'll do that on my live next week. That's one thing I could do. But it is part of the base die, because it makes this whole outline. Can you see on there how there's a black outline around everything? And then I place on the other colored cardstock pieces. So does that make sense? And see how the base of the cat has the flowers? So you'd have to kind of put them on separately. But I bet you could just cut it off and make it work if you really wanted to. Does that make sense, Peggy? I was about to just say, oh yes, of course you can. And I'm like, oh wait, well, you kind of can. So, all right, the next 2 die sets are incredible. First of all, they're gigantic. And they're such a great bargain for how many dies you get and how big this is. So can you see how large this is? This is, like if you compare it to a regular 4x6 stamp set, this is how big the die is. And then the next one I'm going to show you is even bigger. Just want to give you an idea about that. But what it makes is this really cool pop-up greenhouse. And this was the Crafty Courtyard this month. But you can now get it separately. Here's all the dies that it comes with. And you can see, so I made one, but I don't love it because it's a little over the top, because I thought, let's just use a whole bunch of gold glitter cardstock. So it's very glittery gold, so it's a little much, but I still wanted to show you because it is the pop-up. And you can see how you can press it down flat to go into a regular A2 envelope. Let's see, let me take here's one of my cards, right? If you see, it can go into the envelope just like that. So it basically fits on an A2 size panel, and so you'd be able to mail it, and then when the person receives it, they just pop it back up, and it's this cute little greenhouse that stands up. I also use flimsy-ish glitter paper, so it's not like super crisp on this one. But if I did that again and wanted the glitter cardstock, I'd probably put like some white behind it to give it more body. But that's like crazy. I love glitter, but even for me, this is a little, maybe too much gold glitter because it's kind of crazy. Anyway, then I made another card where I just did it flat. So you can make your whole 3D pop-up card, of course, and you could write on the back of it right here. Savannah on our team even she made such a cool card where it's pop up on the front, but then she made another one of these panels and attached them together. So it's a shaped card that opens, so you have a place to write your message, but then it's also this pop up on the front, which I thought was really clever. But here's one I made where I just put it flat right onto the card. So I just cut out the greenhouse and then that back portion and just put it together on a flat regular A2 card. And then I use one of those messages from the stamp set. This is the, let's see, this one right here, don't go through life, grow through life. And I just fussy cut it off so it doesn't have the flower. So I just use the message part of it right there on my greenhouse. If you do the Crafty Courtyard, it actually came with several ideas on the idea sheet of making flat cards with it, you know, different things you can do. But you can picture, like right here, the Monstera or whatever that is, you can trim that off this base and put that as just an element on your card. That's a really cool plant by itself that you could do. So there's lots of things, a little hanging plant that you could use separately on a card, which would be really cute. Just, you know, there's just so much stuff on here. Here's a really great greenery piece. I mean, all this really great greenery pieces that you could just use on cards without the greenhouse at all if you wanted to, if that makes sense. So lots and lots of things I still want to play with this set. But you guys, this is not all. We have a second set that is similar, but even bigger. Can you see how big this is? Here's my hand on here. Okay, and here again is the 4x6 stamp set. So you can see how gigantic this is. I've never had such huge products in my craft room, but I love it because there's so much that comes in this. And it's only like around 40 bucks. I mean, it's not that much for such a huge die set. All right, so here is what comes in this one. So this one does the same kind of pop-up, and I'm sorry I don't have a sample of it, but it makes a floral pop-up instead of just plants. It's all these flowers. And I believe Charlene Madrid has a video out today as part of our hop, and she just made a video for her channel where she goes through and makes this greenhouse, and her card is beautiful. She has so many flowers coming out of it. It's just incredible. So I definitely recommend that you pop on over and watch her video later to see this in action. There's probably going to be another greenhouse or two in the hop. I'm not sure. I went live right when our hop went live, so I haven't even looked at everybody's posts yet. I can't wait to see after this. But again, it makes the greenhouse. It has the base part that you can put all your, you know, line things up on. I just want to make sure that that's clear. Michelle put these pieces on here that make it really easy to line everything up because it tells you exactly where to put things if you want to do it in that order, you know. And so, and a lot of things you can cut out all at once. I love that there's not just one of this little shape. There's like a whole bunch, so you can cut things all at once and have all the little bits that you need. And then, of course, on this one, too, all these flowers you could use separately on cards. Like I love this little coneflower looking flower and just all kinds of stuff that you can use on this separately, as well as making your greenhouses. And again, you can make the greenhouse flat on a card like I did on my other sample, or you can make it all popped up, which is so fun. So here's some examples. There's the middle plate piece. I just want to make sure that's clear as well. So you have the base. You can kind of see from the side here. You have your base piece, then you have a little piece that goes in the middle of it, and then you put your greenhouse on the front. And it's all really easy. It has little tabs that just fold over to do that. So yeah, so lots of fun, lots of stuff on the back. I'll show you the back of this one too. So you can see that it has some instructions on there. So really easy to do, but it looks incredible with all this detail on it. So, and again, I don't know if I ever point this out in my lives, but Pink and Main gives back, so a portion of everything that we carry is donated to the Muscular Dystrophy Association, which I think is amazing. I love when companies give back, and I love that Michelle does that. So, okay, moving along. Do you guys love the greenhouses? I think they're so awesome. They make me happy, and I'm just gonna give you a little heads up. In the March release, there's going to be another kind of pop-up thing as well. So, yay for that. It's a little secret. I'm not going to tell you what, but I'll tell you it's there. All right, I have these in opposite order. So there are 3 sets of banner dies. These are Fun Sentiment banners, set 1, 2, and 3, and they all have different messages in them. I think set 3 came with the Crafty Courtyard if you are a subscriber, but now it's available separately. So this one is sending love, get well soon, miss you, love you, I love you. Thank you so much, thinking of you, you're the best, hi friend, thank you. And then happy birthday, congratulations, congrats, hello, happy day. So just all the different words. And these come with 2 dies per saying. So it has the solid die and then the one that cuts out the little letters. And so you just layer them on top of each other. Here's an example I made of the Hi Friend. So you can see how I cut the bottom solid piece out of silver glitter paper. And then I did the white cardstock for the piece that cut out Hi Friend, and then just put it right on top. Of course, you could also paper piece all those little letters in if you wanted to. You could save your cute little letters and have a little hi to put on something else, because the letters are just so darn cute when they come out that I wanted to save them all and make a little alphabet with all these letters. But, you know, I don't know. So I love these. These are great. And I used them on other cards. Let's see. Well, the Hi Friend, this is where I actually had used the Hi Friend on my little bug card. And I think I used it on at least another card, but it might be coming up still. Yeah, I think it's coming up in a future card sample. Okay, so the next thing I want to show you is this gorgeous pattern paper pack this month. It's called Distress Tones. This was also in Crafty Courtyard if you get that. But you can see there as an example of what it looks like. It looks like you did some fun inky technique on your background, but it's just on the paper. So really, really cool. Has a whole rainbow of colors in it. And if you were watching our sneak peeks leading up to launch today, oh, I love that blue. I was using these as the backgrounds on my little graphics as a little peek at what was coming. It was in Crafty Courtyard though too, so you may have already known it was coming. So there's all the different colors. So there are 15 different colors, and then you get 2 of each one. So, you know, lots of colors and lots of fun paper. This is nice heavyweight pattern paper, so you can use that as your card base if you wanted to just fold it over. But if you cut them in half, you know, you have at least 4 A2 size panels of each color to make tons of cards. Also, it came with Crafty Courtyard because if you look at some of the greens and different colors, if you use those greenhouse dies with these papers, it's going to look so cool to have that distressed looking pattern on your paper when you cut out all those different plants. So I think that's really fun for that as well. But I'll be using these layered on lots and lots of cards. Okay, next we have sticky gems. A new set of sticky gems. I already used a bunch of mine, so my package looks weird. Of course, it would be full of all the sticky gems. But I love it that it's greens. They're called the green sticky gems, and there's 3 different colors of green in this one. I was using all this looks like peridot, like my August birthstone. But there's a kind of a light, well, that one, I don't know. They're just different greens. I like how that's more of an emerald green. Really pretty. And if you remember, we had the pinks in January, and now we have the greens. You might see a monthly theme happening here. There may be more colors next month. I'm just saying. if you're picking up on our theme. All right. Here are the 2 new foils this month. Absolutely gorgeous. I love this one. This one's called Satin Coral. It's the satin finish again in a beautiful coral color. And then we've had other streaks colors, and now we have this really pretty limeish green color. Look how fun that looks. Oh, I love it. So I use these on cards. I'll show you when I get to them in a second here. But now let me go into all the different foilables that we have. First, our house plant. You remember our house plant from the stamp set. We also have it in a foilable version. So there is what it looks like. You get 8 pre-printed of this. There's not like 2 different forms of it. Sometimes we have the positive and negative in one pack. This is all that. You get 8 of these. But of course, you can use the negative as well, and you always save your foil and use the negative. But our paper is a really smooth paper that we do the foilables on, and you can ink blend on here if you want to add ink. Really cool. I sold Sarah. Which subscription did you do, Sarah? Did you do Crafty Courtyard? That's awesome. All right, so here is the plant. I did a little unusual. I didn't use the green on my plant. Instead, I used the satin coral. But isn't that pretty? Look at that shine. So the satins are not like super duper metallic. They're more of a satin color of foil. So they are shiny, but not as in your face shiny as like a metallic, but just really pretty. I used the Get Well Soon Fun Sentiment banner, and I put like a copperish color bronzy copperish, I don't know. No, not bronze, more like copper. Anyway, behind there for the Get Well Soon, I did some pearls, which are from the Rainbow Pearl set. The glitter papers from the Fall Glitter Paper set. This is Fun Sentiment Banners set 1. But I thought this house plan is great for Get Well. It's great for sympathy. It, all kinds of, you can do it for birthdays and thank yous and everything else as well. But I just, sending a plant is like something you would do for somebody when you're sending sympathy or Get Well, but then you're sending them a plant on paper that they're not going to have to worry about keeping alive, right? So anyway, I love this plant. I think it's gorgeous. Super gorgeous. All right, next we have, going with our fun little planters. This is the Fun Planters Foilable panels. And this one does come in negative and positive. I used up this one already on all these sample cards that I made. So I only have the solid ones to show you there. But if you got this yourself, you get 4 of each design. So I have kind of a weird pack here because I was mass producing cards. All right. But here it is in the satin coral. And then that was what I used on my bear card, if you remember. Here it is in the background on that. This is the version that's, well, it's the same as this one, where it's the, I don't even know what I'm trying to say, where there's foiling on the animals in the planters rather than the background, where this one would make the background foiled. This one is the actual planters. And on this one, I used the ombre lakeside foil. So it kind of goes from blue to green to yellow, that foil. And then let me show you. I think I have an example of the opposite. Yeah, here's one. Same card, but on the opposite background foiled piece. So you can see how that looks when it's the white shows through, and then you have the foil everywhere else, which is really pretty. Oh, Rosie signed up for the Crafty Courtyard too. Very cool. Very, very cool. Okay, next. This is what I use on my mouse card, if you remember. And I have more here than you would normally get because I was mass producing. But it has the positive and negative again. And this is, you get 4 of each. There's always 8 in a pack. And this is hearts and clovers. So here's where you'll get the colored foil on the clovers and hearts, where this one you'll get it on the background and everything else will stay white. But again, you save your foiled sheet and you'll have the positive and negative. You use them with our toner sheets and then you can foil again and then have the opposite. Let me find my card again. So again, reminder, this is what it looked like with the rainbow, the starry rainbow. And that would be on this one, where it's black on the clovers and the shamrocks and the hearts. It makes it foiled on that part. Okay. Now the next one, I love this one so much. This is so pretty. Look at that. It's called Fancy Clovers Foilables. And so you get 4 of each of these, and they're big and bold. There's, I think I only have that one left because I used all the others. Again, I had a couple packs here. You would get 4 of this one and 4 of the other when you buy one. But here is it foiled with the streaks green. And I actually have both versions. And then what I did is I came in with some flock. I took my glue bottle with a fine tip and just drew in on that little heart with glue. And then on this one I put the cottontail. I didn't put it on there, but I think that's called not cottontail. It's the light pink one. Cotton candy, maybe? I need to look that up. But in this one I used the Sparkling Fuzzy Mittens, which is the hot pink with glitter in it. And then I use the congratulations message on both of these, which is from the Fun Sentiments Banners 3. And then this I wanted to show you. This is using the negative of this on a toner sheet that had like an ombre orange on it. I think it's from our diagonal. Let me see. Is it from this? I think it's from this pack. So these are the toner sheets that you can use to add take your negative piece and use it. I'm trying to remember if it was from this pack or a different one. I think it was this one. Yeah, I think that's what I used on my negative piece. So let me see here. Hold on, guys. So here's an extra piece of foil that I saved after I did the foiling, right? And you would put that right on top of there and then send that through your Mink, and then you would get the negative, and that's what this is right here. It's a different clover, but you get the idea, right? So this is from last month, and this is called Diagonal Ombre Foilable Panels, and it is just printed with toner, and you can use that for your negative pieces of foil, which, like I said, you always need to save those and get 2 for 1 out of all your foilables. So very fun. And thank you, Peggy, for looking it up. Cotton Candy Flock. So this one is not the sparkling version. I didn't use the glitter one on that, but that would have been cute as well. I just used the one without glitter, but it's called Cotton Candy Flock. I used some of our twine on there and then the little message. Okay. There's 2 more foilable products. This one is the Spring Leaves Foilable Sheets, which I just love. I love the designs in this. They're very graphic and cool. I can't remember if I have 2 sets here. I might have a couple sets here, so don't, it's probably twice as much as you get. You get 1 sheet of each of these in when you order it. So there's those. And then there are these. Sorry if I was making it go in and out of focus a little. Then there's these. What haven't I shown you? I think these. So those are going to be great backgrounds on your projects as well. Like, look at how pretty that is. Have that all foiled in like a green or a gold or something would make a gorgeous background on a card. You could even use parts of it. Yeah, Caitlin did say very IKEA-ish. I did catch that on her live. I think she's right about that. And then the one other thing that's in this release are some everyday sentiment foilables cut-ups, which I thought I had, but I can't find them anywhere. So I think I may have missed getting those. But it's a great set of the cut-ups, which I'm going to show you a previous one just to give you an idea of what I'm talking about. It's the kind of ephemera pieces that are all different messages. And this is the one from Christmas. So it's a different set, but it gives you the idea. It's all these little banners and circles and shapes of messages. And the one this month is called Everyday Sentiments, and it's sentiments for all different kinds of occasions that are very, very useful. And so I love it, but I don't seem to have it. I thought for sure I did, but if I do, I don't know where I put it. It's not with any of my other February stuff. So that is the entire release. What do you guys think? What's your favorite? What do you love? And what did you order? Let me go back to me for a second here. Hello, Mouse. Where are you? There she is. Oops, hold on. There we go. All right, everybody. So that was the release overview. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it gave you some inspiration on using these products and that you'll go shopping now. You can also check out our hop. Like I mentioned, it's on Instagram. So if you're an Instagram user, our team is hopping with all kinds of fun card samples. And then now we're going to start showing their cards throughout the next month on the Pink and Main Instagram and Facebook pages. And yeah, that's it. So I hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. And I will see you again next Friday. Thank you, Kathy. And next week we'll be back with Caitlin on Tuesday and Thursday and Donna on Wednesday. So we'll have a full lineup again next week of our lives. So we'll see you again soon. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate seeing you here. Goodbye.